Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Mage the Ascension game, Chantry House Baltimore. And once again, your storyteller. As you can see, we are down a player.
Yeah.
Vex will not be joining us tonight. Vex has life issues.
Yeah, she's not feeling well.
Indeed. So, does anybody, Katrina, remember last episode? Who edits the videos? Do you remember?
Write it down. So I know that we made a plan to go try and break into her house. Did we go to a mall?
We sure did.
We bought a
Yep.
shitload of apples and some supplies. Yeah. I don't remember what the plan was for breaking into the house. Were we going in through the roof?
The primary idea was to go in from the surrounding buildings, break a window, get into the house that way.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, plan A for adjacent building.
right. Okay. That sounds right.
If we could get into one of the adjacent buildings. I think we determined the building behind the house was like not something that we could get into easily. It's like an
Right.
office or something.
The other two, though, were mostly deserted.
Yeah, those would be the likely ones we should try. And at the mall, we also got supplies for different spells, I guess. Stuff we could do.
And apples. Don't forget the apples.
Yeah, we got all the forms of apple that we could find because that door seems to have liked one time.
Oh yeah, didn't we find like a restaurant that was super nice to us?
Yeah, we were a family there.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. I just remembered that joke.
What joke?
Mm.
Your family here.
We also went to a bookstore.
Oh yeah, we bought it. We spent way too long talking about a book and wondering if it was gonna be paradox to take a book from another world back home.
And we determined that it was not probably.
Yeah.
Depending on how we use it.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I feel like if we start trying to do something and feel some sort of reality pushback, we can stop.
Yeah, you know, if we blow up, it's a little bit. If we blow up a little bit, then we know to stop.
Yeah. We're not going to push anything past the red line. The red line is on the thing that senses pressures. I don't know.
I was
He
gonna
wants to build a
suggest like
flying car.
if the book like turns out to be no good, then we can burn it. But like I'm a German and suggesting book burnings as a German is like
Very sus.
iffy.
We have that weird. We have the weird basement room with all the weird objects in it. So anything that we don't want to use, that might be too dangerous to go in there. With the rest of the weird things that we decided not to use yet, like a weird painting and other items I have in a list.
A list of weird things.
Yeah, from that weird basement room.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There was even a codex.
The
in there. It was-
SPC room.
Yeah,
it's more like the Conjuring House. Big difference.
Yeah, but more people here are familiar with SPC.
anytime
Isn't it
someone.
SCP.
No, SPC was the retroverse version, I believe.
Oh.
See, I couldn't tell if it was right or wrong.
No, I was
anytime
just
someone
fucking it
says
up.
Either way.
Okay.
SPCA is the.
For those
Something
watching
else
at home,
entirely.
put in the comments which one is the fuck up. Interactions, people.
Me, I'm the fuck up.
Well, you just give me the answer. So yeah, so you kind of left off just kind of standing outside the block area.
Yeah, so I think we should pick one of the houses that looks likely and try to get there without drawing attention. unfortunately, that woman we don't like lives across the street and we can't break into her house.
Does she still live there?
Well, she might have a version in this world, but I still think it would be nice to mess with her stuff, even if it's not in the same universe.
If it's across the street, then that's completely
Useless, like I
Useless.
said, yeah. That's why it's useless to mess with her house. I was saying it's too bad.
Still fun though.
Yes, I said it's too bad that we don't need to mess with her.
I must have missed that line somewhere in the dialogue.
So do we want to go? The friend we made in the neighborhood, his was down the street a couple houses. It wasn't right next door, was it?
What friend?
The guy who
Friend
made
neighbor.
the cookout for us.
I think he was our next door neighbor. I think
Oh.
we shared a
Was he
yard.
next door?
Like,
Let me look at my list
I
of
wanna
people.
say.
Paul? Is
yeah.
that the friend you're talking about? Yeah, I think yours 1 or 2
Yeah,
doors down.
2 doors down. Does social
Ah.
media and his wife's a nurse surgeon.
Mhm.
We had the barbecue with him.
Yeah.
Gang.
Let's
Isn't
do the
he
house
in
between his and ours.
Isn't he in the other world?
Yeah, he's in our main world. But if he was next to us in this one or in the other one, then we would basically know what his house might look like on the inside.
Just remember, note this neighborhood doesn't look like it does in ours. It
Yeah, this
doesn't
is
look
like-
this.
Office buildings, but with our house in the middle.
Yeah, it looks more like where they basically just had the weird house and then like all the buildings around it.
Oh, like an up? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that wasn't that movie, right? Am I thinking of a different movie? I might be thinking. I don't know. But yeah,
It's
so
probably been in a bunch of movies.
yeah, so you basically have your place, and then next to you, most of the rest of the city is just large, multi-story skyscraper style buildings, or slightly shorter, some of them, but
You know, if we stayed here, we could probably get a good price for ours since it's the only holdout. But let's not do that unless we have to.
I guess let's go into one of these buildings.
Yeah.
Can we see on the outside of the building like what it is? Is it actually abandoned?
you haven't been in these really. You,
Well,
you
like
would-
looking at it, does it look? Do we see people going in and out?
You don't necessarily see people coming out. You do see some lights on throughout the buildings, but you know,
Weren't those only on the upper levels? The from what I remember, the first couple of floors should have been relatively dark.
so, but yeah, you don't know much beyond that. I guess the only building you really did any stuff on was the one behind, really. It was just observation from the outside.
And we don't see any like
Mm.
signs or anything on them, so we don't know what they are. So we can't tell like if it's an office building or a hotel or
Is there a roll we could make to try to determine which one is best for us to use?
Because you get in there, Nabu's just like, why don't we just walk into the lobbies and see what we see instead of just standing here on the street like we don't belong?
well, I'm trying to figure out what our plan is for when we go in.
I'm
'Cause,
gonna
like,
walk
it-
into the building.
Yeah.
All right.
Just as a
It's
quick
good to
note,
have.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we're in the wrong building, they won't let us pass the lobby, and
if it was a hotel, wouldn't there be not only a sign for it, but wouldn't the lights be on in the lobby as well as concierge or bellhops at the very least? Things like that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a hotel. If there isn't much there, it's a really shitty hotel.
Touche.
We gotta follow Naboo's lead and go inside. It's good to have someone who can just do things without making plans and strategies all day.
Yeah, I don't have decision paralysis because I'm a child. I just decide stuff.
Well, you'll get there.
Yeah, when I get depression and anxiety and existential crisis. That's at least what Jeremy says.
Wise beyond his years. So let's go in.
yeah.
Walk in one building, it's the main lobby right area. It's got the marble. You see a desk that no one's at. You see on the one wall a directory with different like names of offices, dentists, and stuff like that with the rooms where it is. Elevators and stuff.
Let's check that list of what's what and see if we can find out what is like on the second or third floor up
Yeah.
against the wall next to our house.
Appears that you see one that says something about Dr. like Richard something, and it's just yeah, it looks like it might just be a doctor's office.
Dr. Dick.
Is it Dr. Reed Richards? Is it?
The Richard Dick.
Yeah, he's a dentist.
Is it the time of day where these places would be closed?
Don't remember what time of day it was.
I thought it was closer to evening.
Yeah, it'd probably around time they're closed, or at least slower.
Claudia looks around. Are there any security cameras here?
Roll awareness and perception. I believe those exist.
Go.
I only played one game. I would only have to learn one set of rules. Yes.
Oh, character thing. Load, please. There you go. What did you say I should roll?
Perception, awareness.
Oh, that's 4. Oh, that's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
Why are there two? Why are there 2 1s? That sucks.
Like, you had a hard time doing worse than that.
Fuck you, roll 20. I had really bad luck. Like I played Pathfinder recently, and I played one whole session without rolling a single d20 result above 10. Like the 20 itself, like with modifiers, I got above 10, but just like the single results, the highest I got was 9 for an entire 4-hour session.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah, you don't see anything other than your reflection.
All right, then I'm just gonna go up.
In the elevator, I guess.
In the elevator, hit the button, just be like standard elevator music, very dull, not really happening, which you're not on there long at all, you know, doesn't take long to get. Think you guys were going to the second story, was it?
I think
Yeah,
so,
second or third, whichever one is. the place
Yeah,
to
so
get
it
to.
doesn't take long to get there, and you're just kind of like, And everybody's like, oh, the music was just starting to get interesting. They're about to drop that bass.
Ronja looks at Nabu and is like,
Elevator
what the
music.
fuck did I
Never
do
gonna
wrong?
drop the bass.
What did I do wrong?
Probably talking to Fatal a lot about all that music.
Yeah. Fedor says it's a good music when you drop bass in.
When you live with a DJ, you like DJ music. We could all be so lucky.
You live with a DJ or do you like DJ music?
I like DJ music, and if I had a DJ adjacent, I would listen to it. DJ adjacent, that'd be a good name.
Are you gonna become a DJ now, Mr. Q?
No, I could devise a device that takes different types of music and puts them together randomly, like a
Skrillex.
techno song. Yeah, like that, but like a big grandfather clock, but for techno music.
I don't follow.
I'm not sure I do either. Can you make some notes just in case the idea is worthwhile later on?
Let's see. Go to where the office is and you see the name. It's completely dark in there. You don't see any movement or anybody.
Okay, since nobody's in there, seemingly, Wait, I try the bell.
Bell. The doorbell.
Doorbell?
Yeah, the doorbell. I don't know. That's like the buzzer, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
We have those in America.
I'm just making sure you weren't thinking it was like that old fashioned. You open the door and there's a little bell.
No. The doorbell buzzer thing.
Buzz. A few seconds later, you're. The doctor's office is currently closed. Please come back tomorrow at 8 a.m. for appointments. Thank you. This has been an automated message.
It doesn't tell me where I should go in an emergency.
No, because
You would just Google where's the nearest hospital.
this was an emergency. You done fucked up.
I'm
not
gonna look
there, yeah.
around
All right, in
and
that case, I'm gonna start picking the lock.
see any cameras up here.
Oh, you're checking cameras on the floor. It's almost like you guys are thinking you're in some sort of surveillance state that surveillances you,
I believe that we are as well.
but
What is
you
this,
already know.
Perception
That-
and alertness.
So you
Honestly,
are
I
just
Yeah.
Okay. You are aware that they basically record a lot of shit going on. So just being smart mages, you're pretty confident, like 99%, that you will be recorded in some way or shape or
yeah.
form.
I just
Here's
don't
the
want to
thing.
be
Ronja,
recorded picking the lock.
no, here's the thing. Ronja thinks they're gonna be through here. They're gonna be back in the house, and they're gonna be back in their reality. So she doesn't care because it's a recording and not a live feed to an actual fucking police station or something like that. In her mind, where she comes from, surveillance doesn't go that far.
I'm being cautious. Should I roll it or no?
No, you're like 99% sure you are being surveillanced.
Here's the thing though, even recorded video is sometimes monitored on site.
Well,
What
she's got a baseball bat for that. Um,
I'm just saying, if somebody sees some shit going down, like what you're planning on doing, they may still be alerted, even if it's not sent directly to the police station. It may be at least sent to a guard on duty.
yeah, but we want to get into this office. We want to get into this doctor's office and, you know, go through that into our house. So we need to get in. So either I'm taking the loud way or we're taking the silent way.
And I'm
Okay,
aware of that,
we'll
but I'm
pick the
also
lock.
offering the
Yeah.
same idea that, you know, I think I was the one to come up with this first plan to initiate. However, it may not hurt to either try to disable the cameras or create some sort of distraction somewhere else before we just start going straight in. So the question is, where is the camera that's currently focused on us right now, and what can we do about it?
I think what Kevin is implying is that we don't know where they are, but we assume like they're so small that we can't see them, but we're
Yeah.
assuming that we're being watched no
And-
matter where we are.
I also think like a camera going out is probably more suspicious to like a very like sleepy night guard than just movement on a camera.
Which is why the distraction would be placed in a camera that would not be in our current location.
I'm
Hence-
picking the lock.
He was gonna pretend like he's sick and needs a doctor. To give
Can we-
credence to
can
them
we
being
get
at
help?
doctors.
Nabu is going to pretend that she's sick. If we actually get caught and get stuck here, we're just going to pretend Nabu is sick and we broke into steal medicine. There.
So I just thought about being funny and be like, she was like, oh, I'm sick, I need a doctor. Look up gynecologist.
No, Nabu 100%. Ronja has made Nabu play
Alright.
sick to get stuff.
So
Nabu is good at it. She's an expert. Also, children are just generally experts in playing sick when
Dex-
they want to.
dexterity and streetwise for
So, like,
picking.
I hear you, but I also disagree. I feel like children think they're great at playing sick, but are actually terrible at it.
Yeah, like putting the thermometer next to the light and it says they have a fever of 180.
You never had 180 degree temperature when you were
No,
in?
no. The real
but,
pros,
um,
the real pros in terms of kids playing sick, they very quickly figure out that there's certain things that adults just have to believe you on because they're non-provable. If you say you have a murderous headache, that doesn't necessarily have like something you can really
But-
measure. Unlike if you say, I'm like the fever, and it's like, yeah, no, that's very, very easily disproven.
So
Having a headache is not.
Streetwise and Dex for picking lock.
Yeah,
All right.
there we go. That's more like it.
That's a lot of good numbers there.
You pick it, door opens.
No, I
Jeremy.
don't know if people can hear that clicking. That's me typing. Sorry.
Naboo's like, ooh. So we're allowed to pick locks now. Cool.
I'm allowed to pick locks.
That's not fair. So you. I'll go in.
Yep.
It's okay, Leilani. They're allowed it. It's okay. She's pretty upset that you're breaking in and turning it back.
Only one person did the breaking. We're all just doing the entering. It's not so bad.
So you maneuver
The door
through.
was already open.
Yeah, I was just standing there. The door's open. Naboo needed money or medicine.
Money.
Well, medicine or money for medicine.
So you
weren't stealing, we just needed money.
make it
We all
through
need money, don't we?
the office stuff working your way through, and you arrive at one of the side windows that you're pretty confident overlooking the house. It's a little bit tinted window, but just kind of looking through and stuff, you can see side angle at the house.
Can you get us in there, Roark?
Repeat.
Can you get us in there?
That was the plan originally, was it not?
Yeah,
I think
what do
he's
you need?
asking what your plan is.
yeah. I think I was prompting you
Ah.
to do it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the best way to crack glass that wouldn't immediately cause the largest of issues.
Can the window be opened? We're only on the second floor, so they might still be openable.
I've not seen a skyscraper that had openable windows even on the first few floors. But
Yeah,
that
but we
is a
don't live
very-
in a world with zeppelins everywhere.
I'm
is-
sorry, I'm from Germany. Our highest buildings are like 5 stories tall. They all have openable windows, okay?
You guys don't have skyscrapers?
we
And your
have
buildings
like,
are like 800 years old, aren't they?
we have skyscrapers in like we have like 5 skyscrapers in like Frankfurt, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
The hot dog ones, yes.
They're building a second skyscraper in my town someday.
Yeah, they are not openable.
Anybody got really high forces? We could try to melt the glass.
We could probably just like use a glass cutter.
Honestly, so
Is that a thing you have in your bag, Q?
I have pretty much most tools you could think of to need.
I have an alternative idea,
All right.
Oh,
though it does beg the question from the universe. This realm, they reacted extremely quickly to the use of magic, right? That's why we had to beeline it out of there in the first place, correct?
They did react to a massive surge of magical energy, yes.
Okay, massive surge. So then using a lighter and adding a little bit of magic to melt a large enough area in the window instead of cracking glass and making a large ruckus would probably not set off any of the larger sensors. Yeah.
I'll also say that as again, you are wizards and mages. This realm is controlled by the technocracy or the technocratic union. So techno-based magic, technomagics, they probably isn't going to flag them.
Yeah.
When the house shifted and everything, that's like what you would consider like old school, like magic, right? So that's probably what really set it off, because that's something they probably haven't detected in a while. So anything more technologically based is just going to be more commonplace to him. So probably is not really going to register.
Yeah. Like what Q does probably doesn't register at all because he is technology based, and I would like in my mind at least what Talon does also like would maybe register less than what Ronja and Holly do, because it's in my mind what Talon does is a little bit closer to like the technocratic magic than what Ronja and Holly do, which is further removed and more esoteric.
I have an idea based on the 9 spheres text that you told us to read. That using the 2 points I have in matter, I can do basic transmutation. So I should be able to transmute the glass into something that has like a similar state. So if I could maybe transmute it to a very, very fragile glass or like sugar glass, like they use in movies that shatters
Could
real
you
easy.
transmute it back to sand?
I was about to
Maybe,
say,
yeah.
if you can't transmute it, you can transmute it just something that doesn't hold form in.
Remember, he also has to match the paradigms. So
Yeah, I think it does match my paradigm because a lot of what Q's paradigm is about is things having like quantum memory and knowing what they are and what they need to be and how they go between forms. So I think since the glass used to be sand, he could basically remind it of it being sand and have it go back to how it was before, like how it remembers being, because it was sand a lot longer than it was glass.
Like build a device to break the. I feel like it
You'd
might need to
probably
make. I was gonna say to
use
break like the bonds
vibrations.
between the molecules, but that might make it just disintegrate rather than turn to sand.
Well, turning to sand is like big disintegration.
So,
I think
yes.
I would like to try that.
you have several options because Talon also would like to was also attempting the blowtorch method.
Mm-hmm.
So
Either one
discuss
works for
them on-
me.
Yeah. So
Which one seems like it would have less whiplash?
With the blowtorch method is likely to set up the smoke detectors and the fire suppression system. So maybe let's go with the not that first.
Makes sense to me.
And if the sand thing doesn't work, then we didn't really lose anything but a few moments of time. It would be a gritty feeling in my fingers.
so how are you doing this? Remember, all of your stuff has to be technologically based.
Yes. So when he was at the mall earlier, he got like a small power source and a subwoofer, because part of the plan B in the basement would be to like shatter and disintegrate through the walls. So I think if he does that on a smaller scale with like the subwoofer and vibrations, he can use that to shake the glass back into sand.
What signal are you putting through the subwoofer? Because you may end up causing an AOL dial-up sound instead of just.
No, it would be too low for a human to hear, like ultra low frequency type of thing.
I thought
That
maybe
affects
something
matter.
like, "What is love, baby? Don't."
But
I
is
think
there
it's a
Rickroll
great
the
idea.
glass.
They never see it coming. Not in this universe. We could be the first in this universe.
Never mind.
So it's going to take time for you to build your machine.
Yeah, I think it basically just take the subwoofer and like hook it up to an energy source. And like the thing that lets you modulate the type of music that comes out. I don't know what the names of all the technology things are.
Can you just hook it up to some type of MP3
Like a
player,
switch or something.
like an MP3
I
player
guess.
that, possibly our DJ friend might have in their bag? I mean, it's not like we're putting it onto major speakers. You're just hooking it up to the subwoofer. So you're not getting the major melodies. You're getting the beats from the subwoofer.
Yeah, it doesn't even really need to vary either. It just has to be like a specific frequency, which could just be created by adding a certain amount of electricity to it.
So you just need the plug in the wall, the MP3 player from our DJ friend. I apologize. I completely forgot her name.
Amaryllis.
That's why I forgot. her name.
Fatal
Also known as Fatal, yeah.
And
stage name.
Yeah, just hook them up that way.
Yeah, just those parts.
So you hook Fatal up to the, oh wait, and so, I will say roll a rate. Difficulty should be 6, should be default. I'll just say 6 for now. I'm a little lazy to go get the book in the other room. I used to have all my books in Katrina's store.
Appears to be one success of the 2 dice. That I get
Okay,
from
I
Rosie.
did not steal that book because I absolutely can't hold that book in the baby because it weighs as much as she does.
She'll be holding it for you before too long.
Yeah, she's starting to pick things up and hold them and put the, she even puts like her little books in her mouth sometimes. She's like, that's cute.
She
Make sure
also
that-
keeps trying to steal food. The other day I had her sitting on my lap and she put both hands on my soda can and tried to drag it to her mouth. And I'm like, yeah, nah. Mm-mm.
Aw.
She's learning quickly.
Yeah.
But food.
That's what you're supposed to do with a soda can.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I mean, yeah, but the child already doesn't sleep at night.
and only a couple weeks we're gonna start trying to get her onto some solids.
Solids are real fun. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Same.
So. And so you hook it up, start vibrating. You just see Jeremy in the background, just saying, just being ass. Just teenagers.
I don't notice him.
And the window does ripple and like shift some, but it doesn't appear to have fully succeeded in what you were doing. But you know you did something to it.
I'm gonna
Perhaps it is extremely
poke and
brittle.
poke it.
Right, so you start poking it, and it's like a non-Newtonian kind of thing, where more you press into it, like a little bit harder, but you can just kind of
Can I go through it?
just
Oh shit. This is maybe even better, Q.
Wow. Sometimes it's a success you don't look for that's the most impressive.
That sounds like a Jalan quote.
Well, I am the same person.
Sorry, so it's just a Luke quote. All right, I guess on the other side of this, is it just the roof?
the other side. There was a slight gap, and then the roof to your place.
All right, I guess who wants to do the first jumpy?
I will do that.
You
Oh,
sure you don't want me
God.
to go first? The suicidal maniac that decided it on this plan in the first place?
Does anybody have rope? Because I'm looking
Yup.
at my strength and dexterity, and it's not impressive, y'all.
I can
Yes.
catch people.
I do have rope.
Okay,
I got shoestrings.
that's not gonna help, kiddo.
And I have like full dots
I'm
and
not even sure
in
your
stamina.
shoestrings can fit around my stomach, kid.
That's because you're fat.
You're not wrong.
Also,
That's
honestly,
also not helpful.
Ronja probably has rope in her backpack. That would not surprise me. She has all kinds of stuff in her backpack.
Kinky. But you do know Talon does indeed have rope.
Okay.
which I
Is there
think he-
something we could tie the rope off up onto over here so we can kind of like shimmy across?
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Look around, it's like there's desks, there's a lamp, door,
Is it like
Something-
a
code
support
rack.
pillar?
Yeah, no like support pillars or anything.
We could make one.
I have
You
a
know how to
better
make
idea.
one?
No.
What's your
Have-
better idea?
Yeah. You said there's a coat rack,
Mhm.
metal or wood?
It is metal.
Tie the end off on the coat rack, brace the coat rack up against the window. I'm assuming the coat rack is taller than the window is wide. I guess I should confirm that before we try this dumbass idea.
Yeah, we'll say it is.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh, look at
Great.
that. That's smart. All right. I like this idea.
if that's the case, then I'm probably going to be the last one to go because I'll probably just jump and retain my rope.
All right. In that case, I go first so I can catch people.
And the end
Just
of
in
the rope
case.
for Ronja.
Also, if I fall, I have a lot of stamina and tough.
Question.
I can walk off a fall.
Question for the group. How are we getting Fatal out?
Like a zipline situation.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to describe the amount of things that's wrong with that one. Can we just attach the rope to either her and or the wheelchair
It's-
and lower it down?
No, we're gonna do it separate.
Well,
Ronja's gonna carry her.
Okay. And then we can just have Q carry the.
Actually,
Amaryllis is
Jeremy
gonna,
over
like,
there
hold
trying
on.
over there with you're trying to get a desk to make a ramp. Oh, I guess that is a better idea.
Is that desk gonna be long enough to make a ramp?
No, I was thinking we would, just get some distance in the hallway and just woo.
And just fucking Tony Hawk her out the window? Yeah, we're not doing that.
That is a terrible idea.
Wait.
She'd be into it.
I was about to
No.
say we need to get her opinion on this.
That would be something Vex would be probably down for. But we're
She
doing the
can
reasonable.
secrets
action.
when
Absolutely
she's
would
not
be,
here.
But we're not gonna kill her character while she's not here.
It's all
Wouldn't
right.
kill
She'll just break her
necessarily.
legs.
Oh, that was so bad.
That's not
taste.
nice, Kevin.
That wasn't Kevin. That was Jeremy.
Imagine Vex the next time. Oh yeah, by the way, their character died, but it was really rad.
And she'd be fine with that.
It's like
Let's be honest.
a full 360 in the air.
360
Did the
no
flip.
chair. Landed on your feet. It was amazing.
Broke both of them, but
You still landed on them.
Get a little grind off the side of the roof. All right. So I'm not gonna have rolls
oh, thank
because
Christ.
Katrina can roll. Everyone else is good.
No.
Just
I'm
remember,
kind of
you have the lucky
furious.
feet.
No, I don't.
All right, that wouldn't have helped you anyways.
You don't have any
Fuck off.
entropy?
Feet would help though.
Yeah. So
Mm,
taking
fine.
time, unless you are trying to do some fancy stunts and everything,
Oh, God.
you can reasonably, with some time, do everything. Yeah,
I'm gonna
plenty.
roll it just because I'm curious.
Yeah, you had more than adequate prep time and discussion to get most of it set up. Yeah, that would have been like in athletics and strength if you had rolled, Katrina. Watch, this is gonna be your best roll for the
We-
week.
We need to juice up Amaryllis's chair so she's not as dependent on us in situations like this.
You know what would help with that? A book that describes how to make flying cars.
I was going to say something stupid along the lines of mechanical legs so that she could traverse that kind of terrain, but I kind of like the hover chair idea.
Professor X has one. Sometimes.
Is it weird that I thought of Blythe from the old Spider-Man animated series? Does anybody remember that?
I don't even know who that is.
I only know
Yeah.
who the spot.
Blythe
is.
was the assistant to the Kingpin. And at one point, he got not only mutated, but he also created his own little hover chair that allowed him to the maneuverability and mobility of Spider-Man.
Yeah, Alistair Smythe, is it?
Alexander Smythe. Yep.
Yeah. I remember him. I was like, yeah. Did he have anything to do with the spider slayers also?
Hmm.
Anyway, trying to remember the 90s. There's a heck of a time. Yeah. Say make it over to entrance to your house, unless you want to break through one of the windows. Like the back door entrance, not the front door. Because if you were going to go on the front door, you just did it a completely like complex, convoluted way just to turn around and walk where everyone could see you.
No, I'm fairly certain that I'd be able to at least jimmy one of the windows open, since we've already gone through the discussion that the alarm system that I had had in mind was not in place. It's just a matter of picking the lock on the window and popping in.
Do our windows even have locks?
Locks, latches, whatever you want to call them. But yeah,
Yeah.
most of them do.
Yeah, there's this little thing that goes like this in most of ours so that kids don't open them up and jump out.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like,
A padlock kind of thing.
yeah, padlock or something like an actual lock that locks the window shut.
Yeah, typically that's
Because-
on the inside with the
Yeah.
bars if you're in a bad enough neighborhood.
I know we have also like windows that are like locked, and you have a thing that you like put in and something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because
I mean, Ronja
What?
definitely knows how to open a window like that too. Wouldn't be the
Got a
first.
hammer.
Even without a hammer.
so
She picked the lock to the doctor's office. Okay.
you're in your house. There's a couple lights are on. You're not sure if you left them on or somebody turned them on. Think someone might have left them on. Because you did leave in a bit of a hurry.
Probably,
I still take out my baseball bat just to be sure.
yeah, probably best to still play it stealthy, even though we are in our quote unquote our own house. But yeah,
Let's
self-defense.
sneak down to the basement.
Yeah, let's find that door.
It's pretty easy to find the door. It's right there, basically. It's not hiding on you. It's not doing a reverse stealth. Of course, none of you can really see the image. Only Nabu could. He was like,
And Naboo the apple. No, for the fucking door.
I was telling you, we did some B&E.
Just saying.
It's our house.
That was a couple hours ago.
We have food at home. That is for the door. We have multiple
We are
apples.
at home.
We
What food do
also
we
Let's
have?
go to the.
The
We
food at
also-
home.
also have a shitload of apples. Not only the one that Q got from the restaurant, but the ones we got from the store. I think there's an apple pie in there somewhere.
I know. I want to go home.
You're home.
He freaks me out. You know what I mean?
It's just like he's not
We
really
want to go where
talking
nobody
to
knows our
me.
name.
He's not talking at the moment.
Luke, how old are you?
Is he
That's
sleeping?
not a nice question to ask.
No, I'm being serious.
People know
that's
what Cheers
fucking
is.
Cheers.
Cheers is the guy from Cheers was on The Good Place, and that was like out 3 years ago. It's not old.
That's not the same thing as knowing the theme song to the show he originated from. Seriously, how old are
It's
you?
a common. I think it's pretty common to know that.
It was at the same time MASH was.
I watched a ton of MASH in the 90s.
I also watched a
Um,
ton of MASH growing
Yeah,
up.
That's
Ma-
my point.
yeah, MASH technically ended before Cheers started, but
Really? I thought they were along the same. Reruns. Never mind.
Yeah,
So that was
MASH-
like 15 years before.
yeah, MASH was on syndicated reruns forever. It still is.
Yeah.
I got the entire DVD set too. There's a love MASH. It's MASH-tastic.
I
middle
also have a
seasons are
great
pretty good.
fondness for it. We also
Bouncing
actually have a
Betty.
MASH RPG.
Oh,
But it's
that'd
not
be
actually.
depressing.
It's not based off of the show. It's based off of the actual mobile army surgical hospitals in Korea. It's powered by the apocalypse, actually. Just for those at home who
Well-
want to look it up, it is a very interesting one where you play the people in a MASH unit during the Korean War. It sounded unique.
This is
I'd
gonna
be happy to
but
play a Powered by the Apocalypse game sometime.
This is
So-
probably going to be pretty dark, but avoid the helicopters.
Helicopter. Anyway,
Yeah, Helicopter Henry.
Say-
No,
Wait, was that his name?
did nobody get that? All right.
Nope. I don't know what you're
They're
talking
dangerous.
about.
the doors.
Long story short, one of the main, most beloved characters on the MASH, I think he quit, or if he didn't quit, he was fired. They wrote his character out by the helicopter spinning on its way down.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
That was Colonel Blake, and it was an airplane when he was flying home.
No, it was a helicopter.
No, he was flying across the ocean on the plane home,
Yep,
and it
shut down
spun
over the
in,
planet.
and there were no
I
survivors.
thought they said it was a helicopter. I know it was on his way home, but I thought it was.
I think you're thinking of when he said, when Radar said he spun in, and there were no survivors. The spinning
Anyway,
in part probably stuck in
If
your
you
mind.
want to
Anyways,
watch MASH, the episode where Colonel Blake dies. It is very tragic and sad, and everyone cries.
Put a mask on, Radar. There's a MASH poster in the Mage House.
So is the door asleep, Naboo, or
Let me go. I'm feeling a lot of pressure.
I understand, but like we would like to go home, and you're the only one that can see it. So
You're our only hope. Like in your favorite movie.
If you maybe you could just ask the door if it can reveal itself to the rest of us.
It said it can hear you. It just doesn't like anyone over the age of 13. Because you become jaded and heartless to reality.
I have serious problems with this door suddenly.
It says
will
it's
not
not like
helping.
that.
I'll move into the other room so it doesn't have to be around the meal. If it makes the door more comfortable.
It's less comfort and more like apparently when you become old and jaded, you expect lots of things from a magical unicorn door other than just the whimsy of fun things. People start demanding things like, "Ooh, take me to the world where everything is gold" and shit like that.
Oh, he's not that inaccurate.
we don't really want to go to the world where everything
Oh,
is gold. We just
I
want to
would like to go to a whimsical world. This is the fucking opposite.
It says the definition of whimsy varies by person to person.
It sure does. How about home, like the previous place we were?
It laughed at you.
Adults can buy as many apples as we want. Does that sway?
No, it says it wants an orange.
Okay, transmute time.
We got an orange in the fridge.
Oh, thank Christ.
I don't know if I could turn an apple into an orange. Those aren't even the same thing.
Holly is running to the fridge.
Going up, you see all your fruits and vegetables. Several O'Tooleys bags.
Oh, how long have those been in there?
O'Tooleys is good for up to 20 days after the expiration date.
I
Don't
mean, I don't think they
That's-
have been in there that long because like Jeremy brings home like stuff every day, so we don't really need to keep it around that much, right?
They've got so many preservatives, they'll probably last.
Also,
that
there's
long
like
with
a
us.
there's like a teenager. Ronja eats a lot, and I'm pretty sure Naboo eats a lot too. So I don't think we have that many leftovers anyway.
Naboo, do we need to peel it, or does he just eat it whole? I don't know how horses would prefer to eat. A door horse would prefer to eat their orange.
Or do we like push it onto the unicorn horn like a juice peeler or a juicer?
That's-
He
I'm
said
curious.
you're-
I don't know how he works.
You're
Maybe-
overthinking things. Just hand me the damn orange.
I had to get the orange. This is
People
so
always say I
fucking
overthink.
stupid.
Unidor says it's going to shove it up your ass later.
Who is it talking to?
Yes, it's all the doors saying it.
Is that
Hmm.
so?
Oh shit, that's actually a good point.
What's a good point?
I just saw what you wrote.
Oh,
I do have spirit.
Yes, you do.
I do have spirit.
Christ.
You got it.
what's Naboo doing with the orange?
Push it up to the door and the orange disappears. And the house starts shifting.
Okay, huddle up.
I'm like as the door starts shifting, I immediately grab Naboo.
Whee! And basically does the same kind of thing as before, and it just after a little flip to floop. It's like,
I go to the front door.
To be an ass or not to be an ass? That's the question.
Depends
Katrina,
if you want the campaign to be about sliders or not.
roll me a d10.
Oh,
I would
here.
Hold on. Should Cat do this or should someone else?
Someone
Fuck
else.
no.
No, it is Katrina, for I know
Ah!
ropes.
We should all roll a
fucked.
d10 and add them together.
Wait,
We
Cat
wanna
already
roll
rolled,
all-
didn't you?
To judge my dice, but honey, I
Did-
can't see it.
Oh no, you
Roll
didn't.
23
Okay.
years
So
back,
should
yeah.
I roll?
No, Katrina rolls.
Hey, Lonnie, press the roll button. Maybe you'll have better
Yes.
luck.
Leilani. That's not Katrina.
That is Katrina.
That's Katrina's roll? Okay.
There's a baby there. He's awake. Oh,
Oof, she's also slipping.
You look out the door and you see a kid standing in front of the door, just looking at you, holding he's wearing a scout uniform, and you see a wagon with a bunch of popcorn. He's like,
Looking behind him, do I see the rest of our neighborhood?
you see a normal neighborhood, looks like yours. And he's just like,
Boy, what day is it?
what? It ain't
It's
Christmas
from
Day.
a play. Oh, I'm glad you got that.
You mean it's
Maybe
from
things
a
aren't so
book?
bad.
The
It's a
play came
musical.
later. No, the musical came later, man.
The Muppets is the only way to see it.
What?
I'm arguing with this child. Do we?
I'm
What
like
does the rest of you
14,
do?
but that's not the point. Fucking hey, that was
The one as
weird.
big as me?
why does he have a higher voice than Nabu?
You know, don't
Puberty's a
you?
hell of a drug.
At this point, we should probably just be happy he doesn't have an accent.
I'm just a little surprised.
I think the only reason that he doesn't have an accent is that Kev probably like going high in the voice and shifting it into a different accent is probably really hard.
I don't know what you mean. It's okay. I think I can do the balls.
Oh god.
I'm
was
I'm
gonna
having
leave.
war flashbacks to Maligno.
Tumblers.
Nah, yeah.
Oh no, not the tumblers.
I do need to step away real fast. I'll be right back.
The safe tumbles forward. Yeah.
Kid, I just woke up and I'm really hungover. What year is it?
2022.
Okay. Thank
Nuts.
you.
Hold on. He goes. You see him bring out a. You see a couple balloons that were part of the thing. He's like, yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to sell some popcorn. Would you like some?
I'll take some popcorn. Give
Oh,
me
cool.
something sweet.
Oh, we have caramel. We have kettle. We have white chocolate. We have
Give me one of each of those. And
Oh,
that's it.
right.
Cattle popcorn. I'm
Kettle
sorry.
popcorn, kettle.
Kettle.
I think it's unless it's cattle and it's like got little bits of jerky in there.
It's like, what the fuck is
I will put that down as the next thing. The Scouts
If you
love our
bring us
popcorn.
some jerky popcorn, I'd buy that.
And yeah, but
Jerk
like
popcorn. Okay.
Jerk seasoning popcorn would be good too. Can't go wrong.
it's like if you like imagine like that's not what I would call like jerky popcorn or something like that. I wouldn't call it cattle popcorn. That just sounds so wrong.
It could be a translation error, I hope.
Yeah, that sounds like a cutesy name for like some organ of the cow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if they jerk it, I'll eat it.
Yeah, it kind of really sucks. The Boy Scouts, we get stuck selling this fucking popcorn. People don't really like it as much. Girl Scouts get all their fancy ass cookies that people die for.
Cookies.
It's
I got a
true.
raspberry one this
I would
year.
kill a man for a Thin Mint.
Yeah,
They're selling them a week from now.
yeah, I was stuck selling popcorn. You know how hard it is selling popcorn? It's not as easy as
Yeah.
them good ass cookies. We're
I
just
had
like,
to do the same thing.
yeah, it's like, cheddar cheese popcorn. Oh, who wants 30 gallons?
30 gallons
Hey,
of
Lonnie.
cookies.
She'll eat literally anything.
She would.
She just tried to take a bite out of my finger.
She do that, but you just showed your finger up and she was just.
She's ready for solids.
She's like a
What is,
turtle.
what is more solid than a finger?
Yeah, she really does. Yep. See, Charlie bit my finger.
It really hurt.
Yeah. Thankfully she is actually not teething yet, so we're safe, but that's gonna come. But yeah, we are looking forward to starting to her in solids in a week or two.
He's so cute.
Yeah, so hopefully she'll stop trying to steal my goddamn food.
No, she'll want it because now she's on solids.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Oh,
She
so-
just wanted more.
thank you for the popcorn sale. As he's walking, you see him join up with another guy. It's like, I told you by bringing in those balloons and getting higher voice, they buy more. I think you're cuter.
Well, we're at least back in the right year.
Anya will look out the street and like just do like a general scan of everything. If anything like seems out of place.
I
Like
know how to
are there
figure out-
cars around, for example?
Other cars, and as you look out, you see Paul just walking out his door, like, "Hey,
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Let's go bug the neighbors and see if that Karen bitch is the same.
I was gonna
Like,
suggest checking the
just
radio.
walk over, like ring at her door. When she opens and it's her, just like hug her. In tears. It's like, I'm so glad you're back. And just like leave. Just leave her there.
Paul's just like, hey neighbors,
Hey,
the popcorn's pretty good. I personally like it. You're in for a treat."
I am honestly tempted to do that, to just get a thing of popcorn and go to her house and give it to her and leave.
Let's do that.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Wait, did you
Jeremy's
see her
like-
taking my popcorn?
Oh no, I'm buying her own. What's the
Okay, good.
grossest popcorn flavor you have, kid?
Unsalted.
Well, gross depends on a person's taste buds, but we do have this.
Natural flavored popcorn. It's just popcorn, no salt, no caramel, no sugar.
They are trying this new licorice flavored one. I don't like it.
Perfect.
With anise in it?
I'm not allowed to say those words, sir. But it does taste like it. Sure does taste like anus.
I'll take it. Let's go.
Wait, we also
let's
still
not-
have an
let's-
8 weeks old bottle of wine somewhere. Let me grab it. Opened.
Is that good or bad?
If you don't store it properly, it's become vinegar.
Yeah.
Yes,
You can
go
cook
on.
with vinegar.
In 8 weeks?
I don't know if 8 weeks is enough unless you really fuck up.
No,
storing
no,
it.
no. But like, if you don't want to like leave wine open too long.
That's
I heard
just-
it get corked.
Depends on which prison you go to.
Actually, we still have all of this American beer, so that's also like pretty bad. sometimes.
No way. You go talk to that lady nobody likes. I think he will go back into the house and start cooking popcorn, and then also use his phone to check for like various facts about the world to make sure everything's the same as it was before. Just look for things that it might be different and hope they're not.
Yeah, like make sure all the correct the historical
Presidents
things
and
happen.
kings and stuff. Yeah.
Let's say who's all going to Karen's house? There's Ronja and who else?
I'm going because that seems
Ronja
like a
and Holly.
hilarious time.
Yeah.
So you knock on the door opens, you see her, she's like, can I help you?
Oh yeah, just we were like back from a little trip, and we're like just we were really happy that everyone's here, and we just have a little gift for you.
I didn't even know you left. Well, what'd you get me?
We
Hand
handed
her- Yeah, hand her the
handed the
popcorn.
popcorn.
Leilani keeps trying to touch the touchpad
She's
and
like,
bringing things up.
black licorice flavored popcorn?
It's
Sounds
amazing. You should
amazing.
really try it.
I love black licorice. You didn't have to. Thanks.
I feel like this is Kevin throwing me under the bus specifically.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's honestly, we should have gone with a plain popcorn, no flavor.
I don't think that's an option.
I think it should
Not
be.
in the tins. We sell it in the bags now. You know, you have to pop it yourself. The kid's just following you around. Hey, you guys just keep buying popcorn every like 5
We did-
seconds. I'm just gonna
Leilani, ow.
I guess I guess we leave again. And
She's-
Ronja then it's like to Holly. I guess that didn't work. Maybe we should like plant
mean,
some
she's
weed
her.
in her front yard. That should be fun. See how long it takes her to realize what she's growing there.
Mm,
There's not really front yards in Baltimore City.
Okay,
Yeah, not
she
really.
probably has like some like I don't know, like planters or something.
Debatable.
Grassy
also, Livani
stew.
has discovered the Windows button and that it pulls up
Ooh.
things on the screen.
The screen's touch screen on that laptop.
She's much younger
No,
than I
no,
was
no.
when I discovered that.
Well, her arms aren't long enough to touch the screen.
I know, but someday
That's adorable.
she can be.
She's
This-
also started to recognize your guys' voices and responds when I'm editing videos and starts looking at the computer.
Earlier, she was laying in the bed and she had her bottle, like she was just a drunk old man. Like,
It was very cute.
anyway, enough about baby. Back to the game. Yes. So as you two were there, Q, you said you had back and enter the house.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you're in the house. What exactly are you checking out? Other than you said you were checking out. You pull out your phone,
Yes,
which
just gonna-
does next, which does connect to the network.
That's a good first step. And I think it'd just be going to like Wikipedia and checking like historical things like what are all the kings that over the last 100 years, who was the president, that sort of thing. Just checking it against what he knows, which is arguably not that much. So he
It's
assumes it looks
true.
pretty right.
You don't
I guess
know
he'd probably
much.
start with the Sun King because that's where the divergence first occurred.
Yeah, so Louis the 14th, longest reigning monarch in European history, one of the longest in world history.
Sounds right.
Basically helped bring about the age of absolutism, which was, the divine right of kings kind of thing in Europe.
Sure. Yeah, they deserve it.
Led France into one of its greatest golden ages. Did leave shit for his kid and grandkid, though. And they got the shit end of the stick. Especially Louis the 16th.
The chop.
Yeah, it was.
They were famous too, though. Can't deny it.
But not Louis the 15th as much. People don't hear about him as often. Yeah, so it looks, as far as you are concerned, your history. But I would like you to roll
Sure, love
perception
to.
and awareness.
All right. Let me see if I have perception, alertness, perception. Thing.
Awareness.
Okay, here we go. There we go. Rolling that now. 3,
Oh,
a 9, a 9, and a 10. That's pretty good.
yes.
I get like 3 dice pools that use perception. Seems to be a good attribute.
So as
I should
you're
put points in that.
as you're checking things, you do like just from kind of like the corner of your eye, as you're looking at your phone and stuff, do see it almost like something passes behind you. But when you like turn around and look around, there is nothing there.
Must have been the wind. I'd look around a little bit to see if I notice anything and then just probably dismiss it as a weird house thing that happens sometimes.
Let's say after several minutes, all of you gather back up because you've been through an eventful time. And then Jeremy's like, I kind of missed the other place. That's some really cool shit. Like that VR stuff was amazing.
I mean, yeah, but it was a creepy dystopia.
Was it really?
Well, especially for folks like us.
But
A little bit surveillance statey for my taste.
yeah,
I'm used to people always watching me as he just stares at Ronja.
Who said that?
That was Jeremy. stares at you after he says that. He's like, but yeah,
I'm not always watching you. Shut up. I don't even know what your browser history is, and I don't want to know.
I use incognito mode.
Smart.
You use incognito, no one can track you. You're untraceable.
Not entirely.
Oh,
How are you
shit.
less tech literate than I am?
That's what I was told. Incognito. None of your stuff is kept in the web. It just disappears after you've done it. Wait, you mean people can still look at your shit?
Just doesn't save it. Whatever.
Pretty
Just
much nothing is lost.
Oh no.
Google still
Data
knows
can
what
only
you
be
did.
created and transformed.
I'm not watching you. Google is. Google is judging you.
Google headquarters. Oh god, no, Meepits.
Honey, I muted us for a reason.
But he's like, we should feed the magic unicorn door more food and see where it takes us.
I think we need to talk about that, Ronja. Nabu.
You just called me Anya. Who's Anya?
It's a good question.
Do you have another sister that you killed and didn't tell us? Jeremy was right.
It was, oh my god. I
Wow.
know. I was just fuck off, Kev.
This is really dramatic.
So maybe we shouldn't like randomly teleport to other worlds.
Or at least if we're going to, we should go prepared. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, see if the door can promise that it'll take us back afterwards.
Pack supplies.
By the way, I thought I saw something out of my corner of my eye, but I don't know what it was. It's probably nothing.
Okay, that makes me think it's probably not nothing.
It's
I didn't see
definitely not
anything. I hope nothing came over with us.
nothing.
We didn't really check the house.
Oh god, maybe someone like broke into the house and we took them with us now.
Where did you see it?
I'm gonna
Over
check the
there.
house. I'm just gonna
We
like
should probably check the house. That's a good idea. Because we
Yeah.
did not do that yet. We basically just walked down to the unicorn and fed it and left.
Can I use life magic to see if I can see anything living in the house that isn't us?
How do you do that?
I will go to my little, I have a lab here, and create like a potion that allows me to like see beyond the see the life forces of folks.
Can I possibly save you some time there?
Yeah, sure.
Takes the shades, my sunglasses that I've got, just put in some type of energies to be able to see any type of heat source or footsteps or anything that would be left behind by other people. That way you don't have to create a potion and we could probably see it from here alone without having to do much else. Just a thought. You know, like infrared goggles, all it needs is some type of life recording. I don't want to say recording, some way of detecting said life, heat signature, essence, hell, magic, and just channel it through the sunglasses. Infrared without having infrared.
Does Talon have life?
No, but I have a pair of sunglasses. Wait, do
What
I have
sphere are you using is what he's asking.
Yeah, because you one thing with everyone's paradigm is you can't just give your instruments to someone else and they just automatically be able to use it for their spell casting.
Can't make my spells work through a pair of sunglasses. It don't work that way for me.
Oh, well, that's a
My
major
magic only
misunderstanding.
works through like potions and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
So
how
yeah,
I know.
so
Hey,
think of Holly as stereotypical witch. So when she does her magic, it's got to be like pentacles and wand and potion and stuff like that.
you could have
Charms,
said Wiccan.
hexes.
Yeah. Talon,
Okay.
on the other hand, you could use your glasses to basically be like, okay, forces can sense heat. I
You
will see,
fucking son of
I will look for the residual heat of things. You're not such a life, but
I've got 2 enforces. I would like to do that with my own sunglasses, please. Thank you.
Ronja could probably also use sunglasses, but like because she saw it in a movie once, someone put on sunglasses and could see shit that they couldn't see before, so it works for her.
you see a little hood and you hit it and a Captain America shield pops up and you look like Ryan Reynolds. So anyway,
yeah, exactly.
so roll Arate Sage.
Arate. All right. Arate.
Difficulty should be 5.
Okay, I'm trying to roll just Arate, and I don't know how to do it. Just click on Arate.
You should be able to do that, yes.
And it should give you a pop-up for your difficulty.
Description, magic, submit, DP mod. It's currently 0. Does that need to be 6 or is difficulty its own thing?
Difficulty is its own thing.
Okay, so DP mod is it defaulted to 0, difficulty 6. I don't think I rolled that right.
Remember, difficulty is 5.
Then I definitely didn't do that right.
You can also go to the on the one side and just roll 2d10 and just see what numbers you get to. If the other thing is
Oh dear.
5 and 1, yeah. So
Oh, well, that's
You-
one success.
except that's a 1.
Ah, tits.
1's gullible.
I forgot that.
So you start working stuff and putting your glasses on, and like it starts detecting heat and stuff, but you just messed something up with your procedure, and it just kind of blinds you with all the ambient heat of basically everything just enhanced into your vision.
So I accidentally turned on night vision and blinded myself in a fully lit room.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So,
Well, that's my reaction. Son of a bitch. Rips off the glasses.
Does that mean we're about to die, or like the spell didn't work?
No, wrong effect. I basically tried to turn on night vision in a fully lit room.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's try your potions. I'm gonna put these away for now.
there was like, I saw a guy on playing SWAT 4 who used to do that all the time.
To the potion room.
Sorry, seeing a jelly bean.
Where did you get jelly beans?
2 years ago, we went and got the thing, and it was never opened, and they're still fresh. They're jelly beans.
Okay.
I just saw them, and I was like, anyway.
That's
So you roll your latte as you put your potions together,
all right.
right, Elani? You have faith in the
I
heart.
need your lucky, Lonnie. I need it.
Yeah.
But I don't need you to grab my ears. She turned my numlock off. God damn it. Well, tits.
Wait, Cat, you have the lucky feet.
There's not like a reroll thing in this one, is there?
No, though, before you guys this way, you can spend quintessence to get auto successes.
Yeah, I didn't do it though.
But honestly, you should save that for
Yeah.
more major things. But yeah, so you drink your potion, look around. Your potion tastes a bit funky. you think you swished when you sort of swirled, or
I think something went wrong. I knew that it didn't work, right? Like I can't see my friends.
Okay,
Yeah,
so 2 people failed at their magic. Ronja's not suspicious. She takes her baseball bat and just like starts like going room to room.
Just start swinging.
No, just going room to room.
I figured you were just swinging at the empty air.
No.
To be
open-
fair, two spells fail. I'm probably going to pull out a taser and start going to do the same.
Magic fails, use our eyes, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably nothing, guys.
Yeah, mundane problems sometimes require mundane solutions.
You,
Before we futz about for another like half an hour before we actually like properly check the house.
until we know for certain that it's nothing, I'm going to check the damn house. I would like
no,
your
I don't.
assistance.
I don't blame you guys. Like the technocracy was in here for a while before we came back. They could have had somebody stay.
Well, they're gonna be needing us soon if they are, because they
Yeah.
can't get back.
Will you help us check the damn house?
Yeah, I'll look around.
Thank you. Do you have something to defend yourself with?
He pulls out a knife.
Niboo's
I
Yeah.
like,
mean,
You just
Niboo pulls out a kitchen knife.
No, put
one
that
of those
back.
things.
Knife buddies. Oh, never mind.
But
Or take the big knife from Naboo and give her a paring knife.
If we
Just-
both have knives, it's a pair of knives.
yeah, still
Yeah.
stink.
Uh-huh.
Still getting like stab a bitch. Or so-
That's exactly what it's for. But I want to make sure that when you stab a bitch, it's like go to a clinic and not like, oh, we're dying.
Jeremy puts the cleaver back. Okay, I'll grab something else.
I mean,
Just-
you know,
You stay
No,
here. It's
I-
probably nothing. Just
I-
let us check the house, okay?
bit
And you
more than the 9-year-old.
stay here. And we can honestly, Jeremy probably has a knife, like a proper one for
Yeah,
stab at people.
but a cleaver really makes a difference. Just gonna say.
Nabu doesn't have a knife. Jeremy probably has one.
Also,
I got a
should
bucket.
maybe have them stay and watch the doors in case something tries to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're staying down here.
and watch
So-
your sister. And Nabu stay here.
Go start exploring the house. Open everyone's room. Open Jeremy's and smells. It's like teenagers.
Anya walks over to the window and opens the window and then leaves Jeremy's room again. Probably hasn't been aired out in like a while.
It's the wallpaper rusty.
Then like as she like walks out, she shouts like down, Jeremy,
Huh? Yeah.
you gotta wash your clothes, do your laundry.
Wait, we're supposed to do it?
We don't have a fucking room service.
We don't?
No.
Oh, I thought since
Jeremy
I was
would,
the,
Jeremy
thought-
would know how to do that. He's
I
not.
thought since I was the only one in the family working, I would have someone else would watch
It's
my
our
laundry.
business.
I work for a living.
Who turned you into this spoiled little brat?
Did I learn it from you?
He sure didn't.
He has a job. I mean, he
It's
has a good
very-
job that he's good at.
Yeah, the last part was very clearly mocking and a joke. Yeah,
Do we find anything? Except for
not
some dirty laundry. And probably like 3 bags of Atolis, like that should have brought out like 3 weeks ago.
you don't find nothing, but you hear Fatal from downstairs, like, guys, I think that yeah, there was something here.
That's fine.
Well, I use some of my own magic since I'm actually here and not just figment of imagination. And I there was a person who was here and is gone now that isn't one of us.
Great.
What do you mean?
I'm also a bit high, I think. Wait, what does she use for her magic? Give me a second. It's called ecstasy, I think. Is it drugs?
She uses mostly music, I think.
And yeah, here's our list. Okay, give me a second. Nope, there's the drugs. Okay, voice ones. And it's like I was listening to my awesome music while you know, hitting the ganja a little. You know, did my senses expand? My Vex impression is amazing.
It's well,
Mhm.
I thought she was here.
I know.
I don't see her.
you know where they went? Did they go? out-
Almost thought you were my girlfriend.
I know. It's just very hard. Well, it looks like they went out the back. Since basically most of us were out front and near the front door.
All right. I ask her
I'm
any
still-
identifying detail.
Hold on. I'm looking at her stuff more detail.
Like just jacket color, anything like that.
No, which is in of itself. Get your asses down here. So I'm not yelling upstairs.
Oh, I thought we were already
We were heading
downstairs.
downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you
He
were
was
walking or
still
talking.
downstairs.
The lack of defining features, I think, is an indication that there was something like someone was actively
Hiding themselves from you.
hiding. Yeah.
Right. Cool. So we brought a technocrat with us.
But there's plenty in this world anyway.
Ow. Yeah, but not
I'm-
90% the
Ronja
future
is going to
that
actually
they
take
will
a
live. Ow, motherfuck. Do you mind?
Anya is going to take out a marker and is going to put draw an eye on her head and is trying to basically do a similar thing of like the detecting like the basically like I'm thinking like sort of like the kinetic energies of someone like moving away, like the after effects of that. And is trying to see that to try and figure out where he went and trying to actually like run after him, catch up to him because she's fast as fuck. She can run fast.
Yeah, the hiccups, Luke.
Hmm?
They're fine now.
Can I do that?
So you probably are aware that it has been time, so you probably won't be able to catch up with them, just considering the head start. Because Q wasn't like, oh, guys. It took some time for
okay.
y'all to come back and stuff. So
I didn't know what it was at first.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So it's not like a few seconds. It's been minutes,
Okay.
hours, decades.
Okay.
We're in the
I
heart-
misunderstood.
Yeah.
We're also in the heart of downtown Baltimore, so like once they get out the door, who the fuck knows where they went?
I mean, if that's the idea with the tracking.
Oh, baby. See.
Maybe like street cameras would have caught him.
I mean,
I don't know.
Or
About
like
street
we could
cameras.
we could go out the back door and see if there's any like neighbors around who might have seen somebody.
So
I asked, maybe Paul saw somebody. But if they have the ability to hide from magic, I assume they have the ability to hide from cameras too.
I want to try something a little cartoonish. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I may as well ask anyways. We've already gotten through thermal and night vision with the glasses. What about footsteps, imprints, tracking? Like, you know, the old Daffy Duck thing, you put a magnifying glass to the ground and look at all of the footprints and follow them that way.
That actually would be like infrared. I was already assuming that was part of it, like the residual heat of their footprints and stuff when you attempted that stuff.
So I can't try it again, considering it's a trail and not just trying to see it within the house.
Footprints of everybody that walked that trail. because you can't pinpoint a
Well,
human, a specific
so,
persons. You're just seeing.
you're gonna,
So
Yeah.
well, just go right. You can attempt to use the same routes and spells again, but every time you use them within a several hours and stuff, it just becomes harder as you are attempting to redo the exact same thing over and over. It's the it's just the kind of like the magical thing. So you can do it, but the difficulty is going to be higher.
that, and
every
once
time
you get
you
out to the sidewalk, how are you gonna tell their footprints from the footprints of every pedestrian in the city?
Well, they're hiding with magic. There would have to be a residual trace of that.
And that would be detect the residual magic would be quintet
Wait,
prime.
I have Prime. Can I sense their because every magic has a signature, right?
Resonance, yeah.
Yeah, can I sense their resonance? Maybe if it doesn't match ours, that should help us track them.
No,
I have 2 in Prime and 1 in correspondence.
I also have, no, I have 1 in prime and 1 in correspondence.
so guess I'll let you attempt to see if you can detect any resonance. And you walk away, Katrina. Well, yeah.
I'm here. I just need to get a bottle.
Oh.
So I'm rolling Arete.
How are you doing this?
Oh shit. Hang on, let me go get the baby.
You left the baby?
You know, there was that time that Q made that device that could like sense magic.
She left the baby in Baltimore. Look there.
Of course I left her in Baltimore. It's where I am. Okay, so I'm going to go make a potion, or actually light a bunch of like different herbs and things to inhale it, and try and use a bunch of herbs that help enhance and open the senses and help clear your sinuses. And the idea is that I'm trying to smell their specific resonance.
Inhaling menthol.
Yeah.
Like a bloodhound.
All right, and Rete.
Chantry House.
I was saying the exact same thing.
Same brain cell, 3 ways. Got it. Oop. Woo! 2 successes. So what's 2 successes get me, Kevin?
Get you a baby.
Whew, that's impressive.
Yes. Yeah, so you do sense a resonance that is not the people in this house. Very static, very crystalline.
All right.
But it's also very faint, very hard.
I will follow it as far as I can, which I assume is probably not far, but
I will follow you too.
Come along.
They just walk out, look around, see Karen walk over to you guys. It's like,
hey, did you see anybody? It looked like we had like some porch pirates. We were told we had a package.
no,
And
I haven't seen anyone get your porch in a while. I just want to come and say that your wine could use improvement.
okay, noted.
But the popcorn was delicious.
You're welcome.
Yes. It's very sweet and good. I'm surprised. I know you're still up to something. You know, you're still, but they're sealed, so I trust it. But I'm still keeping an eye out on all of you, even though you're being awfully nice for some reason.
You know what? We're trying to be nice, and you came over here. Your rank could use improvement. Your face could use improvement. Fuck off.
See, I knew it. I knew it. You were just trying to prank me and get my guard down.
We're trying to be nice. What are you talking about?
You know how often neighbors are nice to me?
Yep.
Probably never, because you're such a cranky old bitch.
I like this neighborhood to be good.
Well, then you should move somewhere else because you're making it worse.
I was here longer than anyone else.
Since George Washington.
Oh, you know him too? I was coming to say that it was good popcorn and thank you and all, but I'm just have my guard up still. Because
You
you know,
came to us, and the first thing you said was you one could use some improvement. So piss off.
yeah, they're good. I was
We
going to give
didn't
you
make it.
I was going to give you suggestions for better wine, but not now. Sure.
Perhaps if you bring us better wine to show us what kind is good.
No, I don't want any wine she has.
Well, that opportunity is passed clearly, but that would have been the better way to show it. So you didn't see any porch pirates running around? Any unscrupulous fellows speeding through the neighborhood?
Oh, now you're wanting my help.
We asked you when you first came here.
Yes, and I said I didn't see any porch pirates or anything. Thankfully, this neighborhood doesn't really have that much of an issue with those. There was one a couple months ago, but the police managed to get to him thanks to my recordings.
Great.
Now there is some asshole who drives up the street at like 60 miles an hour when it's clearly marked as a 35-mile zone, and I have his license plate, and they are trying to find him.
I agree. That's not good.
That shouldn't be that hard. Just put a speed trap there.
They're
Like one of those
working
big
on it.
Bumps.
I don't like that. I might deal with that.
Apparently, according to the police, when I put in like 30 to 40 complaints a month, they am not as much of a priority. Clearly, if they were doing their job, I wouldn't have had to put 30 to 40 complaints in a month.
Hey, mind you giving me that license plate?
Yeah, I got a license plate of this, of that one. Here's a car that's been parked too long. Here's a shady ice cream truck that comes around that I don't trust.
Yeah, Ranya's just like visibly like
Did you
she
describe
like
ice cream
I do think it's really funny that she has the license plate of all of those, like just ready to go and hand out to people, which is like very on brand, but she like throws everything away except the speeder. Ranya doesn't like speeders.
Oh, and here's the license plate of the one that always smells like that marijuana when it's sparked.
Yeah, whatever.
That's illegal.
It is in Maryland now. But not as of this game, technically. Fader's just like, I'll take that.
I think you tried to say fatal, but it sounded like you fucked up Vader.
Vader.
Vader's a rival DJ.
DJ Vader in the house. Welcome to the
Oh,
dark
no.
side, bitches.
Sounds like a loser.
Darth Erderer.
Or the power of my mixtape.
As we walk away, well, at least she seems normal.
I find your lack of beats disturbing.
It's a nice one. Nice.
All right. You still got anything from that, by the way? The like resonance thingy?
Oh yeah, can I track it any further than this?
Do you actually catch yourself keeping like constantly forgetting that you are doing something when it comes to tracking of any kind?
Like all of us?
Yeah, like you'll stop and just start chatting, and then one of you will be like, "Oh yeah, aren't we supposed to be doing something?"
Is it a powerful enough urge that we can recognize that maybe this is some kind of spell compelling us?
Yeah, so a lot of you recognize it as some sort of magic. A normal person probably wouldn't even realize that they're forgetting stuff and just go home.
Do we manage to pick up the trail though?
Yeah, the
Still,
trail's the trail's gone basically.
Okay.
Well, hopefully that won't come back to bite us.
So, does anyone know if there's like actually, Ronja is like, as she says this, is like, she's actually like taking out a piece of paper and writing down that they brought someone with them from a different dimension and they're hiding and they keep making them forget that they brought them.
Well, are we forgetting that we brought them or forgetting that we're following them?
You're
Well,
forgetting
just-
it's more like it's forgetting they exist.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So she's writing down that this person exists.
Yeah, let's write that on the fridge.
Just put like a couple big M&Ms up on the fridge and we'll remember.
And then she's taking a picture with a phone and she's sending it to everyone in the group.
How was that going to remind us? Q?
They do exist. Remember that? Come on. That's not the first thing you think of when you see the two big M&Ms?
No, it's not.
Merry Christmas
No.
time it is.
The simple
Anyway,
ABCD.
is there an authority we should someone we should report this to, like some big over wizard or something?
An over wizard.
Guess we could talk to, was it Max?
He's one of them. You do have several mentors that could talk to.
Yeah,
The
we could,
interloper,
Do we have their
Is
phone
likely-
numbers? Because then I'm gonna send them the picture I just took from the thing.
we do have their phone numbers, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna send it to everyone whose contact we have, basically. Just hey.
yeah, I feel like all of them are going to immediately call you at the same time, be like, bitch, we need more context. When you say other dimension, what the fuck do you mean?
I mean, or other timeline, whatever. But I mean, they also know that it says we keep forgetting that they exist. So
I'm gonna write it on my head.
Saying your phone is gonna blow up all at once.
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it
but
Anyway. Fuck it. I
You
already
can only
did
answer
it.
one at a time, so it's makes no
Yeah.
difference.
You're one of those reply all bitches, aren't you?
After a few
I'm just gonna
seconds,
click send all and then just gonna turn off the phone.
Send a new outgoing message that says, if you're calling about the teleportation to a different dimension, that's still a problem.
a few seconds after Ronja sends it and turns off her phone, I will say, Holly, your phone rings.
Who is it?
You have it in there as Jolly whatever you have, what's his name under? Friendly
Jolly-
Viking.
I don't remember his actual name, but that is how I remember him as a player. So yes,
Wasn't it like Magnus or something?
that sounds right.
Yeah, Magnus.
That
Sigurdsson.
sounds sufficiently badass. Can I
Yeah.
help you?
Yes. He's like, I got your weird text. What is going on?
Yeah, it's weird
I got
Um,
Ronja's text. Why am I in her phone?
because you were teaching us how to do stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay. I did not recognize the number at first.
So I'm gonna go back inside to have this conversation. Yeah, so we found a magic door in our chantry and walked through it and went to an alternative timeline where the
More
tech
specific, we fed the door an apple, and then it took us to a different timeline or dimension or universe
yeah,
or
there was
whatever.
a unicorn in the door that only Ronja's sister could see, and we fed it and it took us to another dimension where the technocracy was in control and time was totally different. We made it back, but when we made it back, it seems like something followed us, but every time we try to find it, we keep forgetting about it and losing track of it and losing track of time. and having to remind ourselves that there's something that we think may have followed us.
Oh my, that sounds really weird. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, but you're back safe.
Yeah. Do you know any kind of wards or things that we could do that could fudge bologna?
That can get you fudge bologna. I'm not sure, but that sounds disgusting to be honest. But I don't judge people's tastes in food.
That could help us counteract some kind of magic like that if we encounter it again. I think this person is long gone. I don't think we're gonna be able to find them, but if they show up again, I would like to be prepared.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb, and maybe it was someone from that place you said the Technocratic Union was empowered in. Yes. Well, that sounds like some NWO mind power thing that they have. They're very good at it. Like people forget
Okay.
they exist. It's one of their big things. So the really big defense on that is to effectively either honestly just master your mental magics and build up your own wards to counter it for most part. There are other ways of doing it, but that's typically the easiest way.
Got it. All right.
But I wouldn't worry about it because he's from a different thing. So if he tries to potentially utilize too much of his hyper tech, it's going to hurt.
That's good
And
to know.
there's also a good chance that even if he tries to reach up with the Our World Union, they probably consider him a reality deviant, maybe.
I would hope so.
That's
I
hard
was
to
wondering
tell.
about that.
Either way, I wouldn't be feeding you unicorn door.
Yeah, I don't really know which of us made the decision to do that, but yeah. We're definitely gonna
Child.
be more cautious about it in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't know where it end up. Could end up something weird and unusual, like a world that's ruled by giraffes.
That's
Ooh,
a,
yeah. I can.
all right.
Giraffes kind of, I'll be honest, I love most animals and creatures, but giraffes just kind of freak me out. Their necks are too long. Like, where would they wear a tie? Would it be like up at the top or down at the bottom?
Or just up at the top and it's really long.
Yeah, like
The tie goes at the base of the head.
the
He's
ties
got
are thick, but they tend to be thick and cover a little swath of the neck. So it's like,
I
They're
mean,
thick under the head.
I'm just saying, it's
Maybe one on each one because the top of the shirt is also where ties go.
yeah.
No just ruler would require ties. This is Q.
I figured it was Q. I didn't. I don't know who you are, but I figured it was someone that wasn't the people I've talked to since your voice is completely different.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm an associate from the same Chantry.
Nice. My wife is is doing some baking this weekend. Do you want to come over for some pie?
absolutely, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, she makes too much often.
Never too much pie.
I'm trying to watch my weight. You can't keep this, chiseled abs if you eat too much pie. And you hear in the background, your abs haven't been chiseled in a couple of years. It's like, yeah, it's because of your pie. Yeah, anyway.
I love them.
Yeah, but yeah, you're welcome to come by. And we can discuss things if you need to.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay. Also, yeah, but yeah, if you need me, just call. And I don't do the text as much.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm just not as, I like talking to people more. I like voices. It's more intimate, but not intimate in a weird way, but more like a connection between people way. Anyway, I'm going to be hanging up now.
Okay.
Okay, good talking to you, Holly and Q and Rania. And The other people are here on the other end breathing.
They say goodbye as well.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye. And he hangs up the phone. Oh, baby crying.
Well, I'm glad we resolved all of that.
Oh, baby crying. Oh, is she actually drinking? Yeah, sometimes she has to have it where she's hungry and you put the bottle and she's like, I'm hungry, but no. But I'm hungry. I'll say with that, we can be closing out for this session. That way we don't move on to the next little arc, segment, journey, continuation without Vex. That way Vex can be here to try to, wheel herself in. All right, so hope you enjoyed this session. It's was got us back from the side world to the real world of Mage. Yes.
That was fun. I like that other world.
Man, Kevin, you are as bad as outros as Luke is.
Nope, I'm good at it.
Luke has outros?
I got all sorts of tros.
You're a pro at tro?
That's right, amateur too. Casual tro.
All right.
One
But
big
yeah.
tro each foot, yeah.
So I hope you all enjoyed it. Keep checking our channel. If you're watching this, then the following the fortnight of the Wednesdays should be our Power Rangers and Second Night game, and then Mondays is Baltimore by Night currently. Followed by every other week would be our Savage Pathfinder Rise of the Rune Lords game. Currently, as this, if there's different shows airing, this means you're watching this in the past further. But yeah, keep tuning in. I hope you've been enjoying it. And until next time, keep it magical.
Ciao.
Bye.